Now we move into section 7.2, maximizing profits when resources are constrained. Scarce resources are business inputs with limited availability. Examples include skilled labor hours, machine time, factory space, or raw materials. When a resource is limited, businesses must allocate it to the products or services that generate the highest profit per scarce resource. Here are the steps to maximize profit when resources are limited. Step 1. Compute contribution margin per unit. That's contribution margin equaling sales price minus variable costs. Step 2. Compute contribution margin per scarce resource unit. Contribution margin per scarce resource equals the contribution margin divided by scarce resource required. And finally, step 3, prioritize production of the products with the highest contribution margin per scarce resource unit. This approach ensures the limited resource is used in the most profitable way. Again, step 1 helps prioritize products or services with the highest return per unit of scarce resource. And step 2 prioritizes the demand for products or services with the highest contribution margin per scarce resource. This maximizes the use of constrained resources. Now let's look at an example illustrating Tristan's salon. Tristan offers 3 services: hairstyling, nail treatments, and eyelashes. Each service has a contribution margin per unit and requires a certain amount of time. To maximize profit, Tristan should focus on the service that generates the highest contribution margin per hour. This example shows hairstyling equals $50 per hour. Nail treatment results in a contribution margin per hour of $58, and finally eyelashes $45 per hour. So Tristan should prioritize nail treatments first, then hairstyling, and avoid eyelashes if hours are limited. Now let's continue with the example and assume Tristan has 100 hours of demand for each of the 3 services, but only has 160 hours available to put into the services. How should Tristan allocate their 160 hours of time? Tristan should allocate 100 hours to satisfy the demand for nail treatments, which has the highest contribution margin per hour of $58. What's remaining should go to hairstyling, that has the second highest contribution margin per hour of $50. So 160 hours at $58 per hour and 60 hours at $50 per hour of contribution margin would maximize profit or contribution margin at $8,800 based on that optimal sales mix. Now complete learning activity 7.4. MC Aero provides multiple services and has limited flight hours. Your job is to compute contribution margin per hour for each service. Then allocate flight hours starting with the service that produces the highest contribution margin per hour. This is how businesses maximize profit under resource constraints. Pause here and work through the activity. Once you've finished, check your answers with the solutions provided in the back of Chapter 7.